No, that's very good. That rule you could not come back after the judge.
I think you missed your turn. You didn't put a sign.
Yeah, because that's like just it's called like the other just the street. No road signs to direct you like big. Before when it was really blue, the start road just like even them before I ask everyone, they don't show
Okay, so all right. So experience what's 117 you constantly drop your name and location, get passwords here in the Zoom message, all right, and we'll get to read them as come through at Nigeria in PH, at Nigeria Info PH, where you find us on Facebook and on Twitter. And very good user experience on these over. Yes, how you doing?
I forget you know that time that I used to
okay.
When I was only if I didn't remember that I think they don't say why you are doing mind that people to I have that
okay.
think the major the old guy Mr. Administration it's a form of about it was something but only
look guys in the chair, we have a mural.
Yeah, I'm good.
Morning.
Great to meet you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, when we talk about that one flyover, or we all the flyoovers in River State, and it's not we are playing politics. We are not playing politics. We are telling the world and Liverpool the truth. Do you know I was driving from the chain I train. So when I go through, I have to move to that one flyover. I miss my day.
Why?
Because I feel like time.
Okay, what you to indicate where you
are.
Yeah,
there's no time. So I was driving to back to so if I asked them, I even told the guy to listen to me. I asked the judge before I get me to a judge. To me, it's every time they contact all the state government to really start to road and look at them since are using some other crap and I don't have any.
Mirror, I feel this probably has been your period using
just now I can't get out of it. Something else.
Okay,
so the road congestion.
Okay.
Especially the little beach and the water. It has become bad. I don't know
okay.
Then when you there and you empty. They want them to begin anything to be able to do. Even for the plot. I don't know like that for or putting that is or the bike rider that got really do this what this thing so that is for very
what's Miriam, hear me. Network lens, okay? So what you just joined, we're talking about your user experience right, on the flyovers, right? 12 of them. I know we went yesterday, that some people were not particularly comfortable with flyovers, and they had it to say. So it doesn't look like, okay, a reporter into a group of people and only got 2 voices. I just ask you, as a vice president, so in terms of your drive around, and some drove a while ago, and some of you or even travel. Okay, by the way, okay. So what has been your user experience? When you play these movies, how does it what is the effect? The first time, when I was younger, first time is the Egos as a job for company of this food and I could go on. When I went on the third match, never seen ocean like that before. And it made the travel on mainland and not just quick, memorable. But just like some of you are claiming, there were so many points, entry points, I don't only go and I kept asking myself, how did my cousin know where to go from along that bridge? We'll come back more questions on your user experience. overflows and some countries go fast. Now, the question asked this morning is, what is being more experienced bridges on this flyovers completed? It took a while for a few to reach, particularly the GRA junction to the wall, a long time to complete. Right now, traffic should be, in theory, much easier. Now, let's face it, when I leave here right now and I go to the GUK road, I want to get to the Central Road, that's one at the that takes me to being pretty good. The traffic tends to come at the junction. I almost have a problem. Well, it's an experience. So that's the section. Oh, they should not boost until you experience. I don't want to find out this morning.
The and opinion shared from presentation of them, which may info like stroke.
We have to us from Kumushi. I believe that's because Apollo 902 017303. It's 92003. Use the call Nigeria info you find on Facebook and on Wisdom Ben says the flowers the area that have flowers like location ET. That is where and the flowers and most understanding the call with us very hard. Daniel, to you please. Daniel, you're scared off. Okay, you are gone. Oh, the apology. Apology. Call sort where we can you please with us? There's no even we cannot we have 08172 003 08123 007. All right, that's where you can call us and let's get here for you. It's just nothing but rules. But no, it's really chilling. The is around traffic. You don't see that. Okay. All right, just construct. It's difficult to get people even more even sign. Oh, there's okay. All right. So signages are big issue. No indicator, no clear indicator. Matter when it's come to such they should be made eliminated, particularly at nights. Zion, GR non so you. But you're saying it's not a problem? What are people come to the city for the first time and don't know where to go? How they indicate? There are signs in Abuja. They didn't make. Say that again. They didn't spot. Okay.
Yes.
It was done very quick and now
took other routes whilst using the flyover. I don't know if you're one of them, but like I did say, we sent a man out and we got some interesting takes on this. Just stay tuned. All right, so here it is. Let's get to listen to that.
Some people from outside state, they enter. When you come to the place you don't know, at least with the signal, you know your direction. So it's very, very important. That Rumokuta junction, the first time I lost, but being man where they use the road, I have to put reverse and come back.
If they put signpost for people not to know the route, for people that enter the state too, it will easy them to know the location where they go.
Sometimes when people come, they will begin asking, where is the Rumokuta market? Some people, if they want to go to Wimby, they will enter this entrance, NTA road, thinking that this is Wimby, not knowing that there is the other side.
Let them put signboard that will locate every junction. If somebody is going to Rumola or Rumbokuta, they will put a signboard that will locate to Rumbokuta. If somebody want to go to Wimpy, you put direction to Wimpy because signs will help people to understand where they are going than asking questions.
So, you heard them. They want signs. If signs are there, they can better do the job of going from point A to point B. Let's get back to you now. 08179230002. 08179230003. I do believe it was Zion that called a few minutes ago who said signs are not the problem. It's that people don't know how to drive. Do you agree? A sign is important. Last year, I had the good pleasure of being sat in the studio, joining the studio, where by the sector commander. That was Mr. Galanducci, right? And you know, he made reference that yes, in some areas of Port Harcourt, there are no signs. And so because there are no signs, people would, as it were, err whilst they are driving. And it would be unfair to, in quote, enforce some rules and regulations when, in quote, there is no indicator, no deterrent, and more importantly, no instructions or guide as to where you should go, turn left, or make a U-turn, or where you shouldn't go. Now, let's be honest. How many signs on the roads are in Port Harcourt? I know when you cross the bridge, the Obrikwe Bridge, there's a sign that tells you are going to, let's see now, Warri, Lagos, and the airport. And also when you take the bridge towards Ngboba, that's NTA Road, you get to see the sign, welcome to Choba. Is it Choba or Ozoba community, right? That's it. You see that sign, it tells you you're going to Choba. I don't think there's a sign that says this is Ada George. But I know in old GRA there are signs to tell you what street you're on. I don't know about new GRA. Yeah, so hey, help Jude out here this morning. Your user experience. Talk to us. Let us know. If it's just a signage issue, then I think if more people hammer on it, maybe we can see or we'll be expecting change in the coming days and weeks. 08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230003. Once again, please use the call screener, all right? Use the call screener, and then you'll be patched through to us here in the studio. Now, WhatsApp 0809-030-6416. Good morning, Jude. In respect to the flyovers, I think the Rumokoro flyover needs a U-turn coming from Choba. Right? Coming from Choba. There is a U-turn. When you get past Mercyland, all right, if you're coming from Choba, you're going towards Rumokoro, let's say you forgot your shoes or you forgot your nail polish, whatever. Once you pass Mercyland, you can turn. You can head back. You can head back to Choba from that area. And also, if you're coming from Rumokoro, you can also make that turn. You can get into the link road, or you can make the turn and enter Rumigbo. So there is a U-turn already. There is a point to turn. Promise is speaking to us from Gokana. 9.3. Good morning, Promise.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling, please.
I think, like what you're saying, the backward needs a lot of reorganization. We lack in the state. You see that even remembering, you will discover that if you are giving the state numbers to somewhere in Port Harcourt, if you're not careful, you lose your way. Talk about street it's very poor. The new development of a road that which has gone in Port Harcourt is good. But if you have left Port Harcourt about 2-3 years ago, you miss your way. So I think there's a need to a kind of town planning where they do street label, name of street, then renew the street too, the name of the street, and the numbering, and the direction of the street. Port Harcourt is no longer the way it was before. So, and there are a lot of persons that are going to Port Harcourt daily. Sometimes you will be getting somebody calling you to let them on a particular track that you are there, you don't even know. My office is in the new area, and I can tell you that you find a number that I quote you cannot find. Because long ago, the label don't say. So there's a need to do that kind of planning again in Port Harcourt.
Okay. All right. Promise. Thank you very much. There's a need. And I think he's very correct because I remember having to take a ride to New GRA. All right. Oh, what's the name of this street now? Oh, what's the street? You know when you get into GRA from GRA Junction, right? From the bridge now, when you get in, all right, and you turn, the first turn on your right, not more than 30-40 paces, right? The first turn on your right, as you come in, there's an ATM machine, right? And obviously the bank that's facing it. So when you turn into that street, all right, I can't remember the name of that street now. When you turn into that street where you have a school, yes, it's a school. I think it's a secondary, primary school, right? When you turn into that street, the numbering has a very unique pattern. You know how people have the odd even on one side or the odds on one side and even on the other side. Now, the number that was on the directory was totally different from what was on the wall. And all of that happened because there was no sign to say first and foremost, this is a street you're coming through or coming to. There wasn't. And don't forget, these are people who will probably be coming into GRA either from, Aba Road, Stadium Road, that's Kensariwa Road. And all of that is made possible because of this flyover. Anyway, once again, we're talking about your user experience, particularly with the building or the construction of these flyovers. All right, more messages coming through. My brother, man, if you ask me, the flyovers are good, extremely good and beautiful. Just for the very first time, it's somehow confusing. With constant usage, one will be used to the flyovers. For visitors who are entering Port Harcourt for the very first time, please, kindly, they should look for directions just from Chief Tari, right? They should ask for directions, all right? That's not unusual. I remember the first time going to Lagos, we had to ask for directions, and we're still alive. Okay, all right. Someone said there's no U-turn under the Rumokoro flyover. There's no U-turn, but there's a roundabout. So when you get to, rather than taking a bridge, right? So let's say, once again, for whatever reason, you forget something, and you have to go back. Or if you're going to make use of the any of the establishments on the other side of the road, you go under the bridge. It's a roundabout. You go under the bridge, all right, and you take a turn, and you make your way back to to Choba. That's pretty easy, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, what does Jude know? What does he know? Good morning, Jude. The flyovers is a great relief compared to the hurdles passengers had gone through before this time, especially in the period when the flyovers were under construction. At least one can freely go from Garrison to Eleme without spending quality time on the road. That's a bright, Chiba. I like the way you put that. Without spending quality time. Good one, right? So yes, the roads are pretty good. The flyovers improving your driving experiences. On the flyovers, though they are straight ways, but to a great degree or to a greater extent, they have made movement around Port Harcourt metropolis easier and faster. Though my personal issue with the design of the Rumukta roundabout, it's commendable, but the government of the state should look into the internal roads and construction and reconstruction this time. I mean, for Ernest in Port Harcourt. Thank you very much. All right, moving on. Good morning, Jude. No matter our deliberations, these signs will never be there. Even if it is provided, they will remove them. The absence of the signs is a deliberate thing. This is to create choppings for the boys. The boys love choppings from ignorance of people. God will help us, from Swater. That's another worry, because like he said, the choppings, and by choppings he's referring to, extortions that go on the streets of Port Harcourt, where drivers are moving somewhere and someone says, "Oh, you are not meant to park here. You're meant to turn in." But there's no sign. There's no sign here. How am I meant to know? And then they get to be extorted and harassed and things like that. But yes, those signs need to come up. If we're meant to have a saner climb, if we're meant to have a saner city to live in, those signs should come up. And I think the sooner the better. 92.3, good morning. Final caller.
Hello. Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
There's a place in Wuji.
Yes.
The police do extract money from somebody. If you look ahead, you will see no U-turn. And the first one, the road is designed in a way that you can make a U-turn. So, but the first one, when you go ahead, you see no U-turn. They use it and tell you, can't you see over there, there's no U-turn. But it is not the one they are holding people for, but it's the one ahead. So they'll point that one for you.
Yeah.
Ahead, they said no U-turn. But the other one, the road is designed in a way that you can make U-turn. So they take advantage of that and extort money from people.
All right, thank you very much. That's a big issue. This extortion, and it's no longer from boys now. Now you just heard, I didn't say that sometimes some police officers. It's not the first time. It's not the first time. There was a time when a lot of Rivers residents were complaining about some policemen in some areas, some junctions would wait. You could see them; they are visible, but they would wait to find somebody who would maybe break the law, and rather either correcting, or maybe a slap on the wrist or something, particularly when it's not dangerous driving. Maybe you're making a U-turn. They jump into the car and tell you to pay 20,000, and you start negotiating like you're pricing Gary in the market. Is distasteful. It truly is. And these are the kind of things that these signs would forestall and improve the user experience of residents on the roads in Port Harcourt. Good morning, Jude. The use of Google Map will help Namdi Wabunike, but that's the problem, Namdi. You know, sometimes the Google Map only works best for places that have, as it were, been, what's the term? There's a term for it. That have had their landmarks, updated on the Google Maps. You could go somewhere, it's showing you the road, but it's not showing the name of the street, not showing the number. So yes, Google Maps will help, but they're still a long way from being a perfect system. All right, the road signs are good. I think Rumokuta needs a link to connect NTA Road coming from Rumola. The Ikuku flyover needs connecting roads for people moving on to Equerry Road. Rumokoro too needs a connecting road across the flyover to connect both sides of Equerry Road. Alex, wow, that's more construction, Alex. A lot more. All right, as always, thank you for sharing your user experience with us this morning. My name is Jude. Good morning.
The Infinix Note 30 series, the best